Hello, Sam. Welcome to Goshen, Indiana.
Thank you.
Have you been to Goshen before?
No, this is my first time.
Well, I'm so glad that it's with the Riverbend Film Festival. We are thrilled to be screening Little Warriors. I know you've been on the film circuit with that for a little while, and we're just so happy that we get to share that with our community. We're very passionate about those issues as well. So congratulations on screening here, and also congratulations because you're being recognized as well here at the festival for that work. You have been doing film for a while, being a young filmmaker. You've been doing some major works. Can you tell me a little bit about your first feature documentary and how Little Warriors came about after that?
Yeah, so pretty much started working on this homelessness film. The story was kind of brought to me by my filmmaker partner that I work with often, but he wanted to go into a camp, like a homeless camp, and spend a weekend there, and I was kind of afraid. I was like, no, I'm not trying to do that. And so a couple months later, it just kind of built up, the idea of, it started getting in the local news and everything about how they wanted to start moving people out because they lived under this bridge that supposedly needed to be cleaned, but really that land was privately owned, and the owner sold it to a private contractor to build condos. And actually, this was back in 2013, so if you were to go there now, the condos are actually up and everything, so it's crazy. They started construction on it in 2016. So they ended up bulldozing that camp, but we filmed from June 2013 to about August of 2013, October 2013, and then we edited it, and then we just pretty much finished it, and then we kind of had some screenings across the city mainly. It was used really as a tool for advocates, because it ended up starting this Bill of Rights that got passed in the city, which is really cool because it was actually the first one in the nation at the city level. There had been 3 Bill of Rights at the state level, but it was really cool. We ended up getting a screening with President Obama.
That's right. It was right. And the title of your feature documentary is
Under the Bridge.
Under the Bridge. That's right. And tell us about your experience with the former president.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't there, which would have been cool, but Loretta Lynch's staff was there, so the Department of Justice and HUD. And so that was in DC, had a screening there, panel, a lot of advocates. The National Law Center on Homelessness and Poverty, they kind of were they were our sponsor. They helped set it up and everything. But yeah, that was really cool. We had a screening at Harvard too, which was great. We had a screening in Seattle and Denver. Denver has a really strong homelessness kind of climate there because they're trying to stop it, and there are a lot of different ways to stopping it. But Indianapolis just kind of we had a different mayor at the time. Now we have Mayor Hogsett, who's done a lot of things, and he actually played a role in Little Warriors too. But he's great. Mayor Greg Ballard was the one that called the shot to bulldoze the camp. So yeah.
That's really interesting. And so Little Warriors, your short doc after doing Under the Bridge, it's another social issue. And did you find yourself realizing you're going to go down this track?
I think, well, there's a realistic route, and then there's a personal route. So I guess the realistic route is okay, I have camera equipment, I don't have much money, so it's what can I do? I don't have I can't write this fantastic script and not get good actors or not get a location, but I do have a story here for a doc, something cool is going on. I have these 8-10-year-old kids that are working with city officials to get this climate resolution passed that. When I was that age, I wasn't even thinking about doing anything like that. I was wanting to play video games and go outside and chase butterflies and stuff like that. So, yeah, but for me, it's it hits home because, this generation, myself, you guys, this is the generation where we have to actually start caring, because, the guys in office now, they don't. They're just basically handing us this planet, and it's just so many things are wrong, even apart from the climate. But climate, in my opinion, is the most important thing. It's without the climate, we don't exist. So it's the resolution was more symbolic in a sense of how much is actually going to get done. But it's just cool that kids that age are willing to do stuff now. And that's kind of just like what propelled me to do it. And it was my senior capstone, so I had to make a film for my capstone to graduate. So
what a fantastic capstone! So Little Warriors, with our little warriors that are shining a light on this most important of subjects. Is absolutely fascinating that you were able to like capture the whole process, and it feels like there's a trend that's becoming a template for other cities that want to be progressive and proactive when it comes to these very big issues from these young folks. And so congratulations on being able to take that time, and what a fantastic capstone project.
Thank you.
I did not know that. That's excellent.
My professor like texts me like every week, like asking for like me to print off like a giant poster for the school, and I'm just like, I'm still like in the circuit. I may potentially get into another festival, so I want to add Laurel or whatever. So
yeah, that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming to Goshen and to Riverbend. Congratulations on being recognized. So you'll be receiving, of course, the outstanding documentary filmmaking from Riverbend. We hope to see you back here in Goshen with your next film.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you.